Cheers. Let's go.
How many pictures are on Yelp? You pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, for sure. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where that.
Babe, 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole
you
nother
think so? Welcome to the Men Don't Know Podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of woman questions over wine and cocktail. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, you downloaded that Men Don't Know Podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website. Shoot me a message. Coy, my guy, how are we living?
What's going on, man?
We are talking about the dating pool and if men and women see it the same. We got a couple minutes before we get to our first call. Let me ask you this, personal preference, and this is your opinion. Do you think the dating pool, do you think we see the dating pool as what women see the dating pool?
As far as if we say, like, it's trash.
It's trash. It's this, that, and third. Like, let me ask you this. Like, I guess, if you could speak, and I don't want you to speak for another man or this, that, and third, if you could speak just to generally about the dating pool from a guy's perspective, what would you say about it?
I think maybe it's a little bit, I don't want to say easier, but the same with the social media.
Yeah.
Because guys are generally known, gosh, I don't want to say dogs, but they're going to shoot their shot.
100%.
Whether they meet a girl at a bar or whatever.
100%.
And now online has allowed even easier access.
Oh, yeah, DM. Shoot.
Girls, they might view it the same. They're still getting hit on.
100%.
You know, and they still get to pick who they want to go out with.
100%.
DMs are probably going crazy, and once again, they decide who they speak
100%.
to.
Women get to choose who they date and have sex with.
Sure.
Men get to choose who they marry.
Uh-huh.
Simple as that.
So I don't know if the pool has just changed.
Yeah.
Everything has changed. I don't know.
It could be a lot more chlorine in that motherfucker. I don't know.
It could be dirt. It could be mercury.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Could be a lot of algae.
And
Somebody taking care of that pool.
The way social media is so strong and influences.
100%.
We have people that have their jobs as titled influencer.
100%.
They do influence people on how to act, how to behave around the opposite sex.
Yep.
Guys now are kind of taught that girls are hoes and stuff, and they don't want to pursue them as so, you know?
100%. I mean, I'm not worried about your past. I'm worried about your future, you know, and where you're headed.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking a couple times about a couple different things, you know, when I was at the gym earlier, and you know, just along the lines of, you know, porn star and OnlyFans are, you know, is adult films and OnlyFans the same thing now? I mean, you know,
yeah, to me.
You know, could you date a porn star, or do you think a porn star is different than an OnlyFans girl?
I think it's the same.
It's the same? Okay.
It's the same.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's a different aspect of it because
100%,
these girls have a
100%.
different set of income without
100%.
You know, which girls back in the day that you know would be like, I could be a porn star. Like, that's not going to happen. But
now,
if I could just put something online, charge a subscription, and have people just see my shit, you know?
Yeah, charge $50 a month and have 1,000 people subscribe. That's $50K a month.
Yeah.
That's half a ticket. That's over half a ticket a year.
Yeah.
You know, you can say what you want, but half a ticket a year, over $600K a year it put you at that.
You're not mad at them, you know.
I'm not, absolutely not. Hey, get you.
They have a different avenue of revenue.
Not even that. The world evolves and changes as every day goes by. You either evolve and change with it, or you get left behind. Yes or no?
You do.
It's kind of like it's adapt. It's kind of like you either going to give your kid the iPad or you're not. Do you want him to be at the same pace as everybody else in school, or do you want him to be behind? I hate that it's that, but it's that.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah, you know.
They're giving kids laptops and MacBooks and you know, Surface Pros when they get to school. you're either going to be knowing how to use it, or you're going to be left behind and lagging.
And the girls that have OnlyFans, they're getting money either way from these guys,
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than
yeah, I'm
doing the work themselves and
I'm
having
gonna
these
get the
guys
bag,
treat
yeah.
them. You know,
Yeah.
it's a way. It's a form of payment without having to
100%.
deal with them.
100%. 100%. Let's call Miss K. See what she up to. Yeah. Okay. Guess she'll call us back. Hate not to wait till the last ring because kind of hung me up.
Your call has been forwarded.
Okay, perfect. Had that happen, I know she's going to call back momentarily. Pretty sure I told her, oh, here she is. All right.
I was in the other room. I was in the other room.
She was there.
Doing laundry.
Miss K, salutations. How you doing?
Oh, I'm great. If
I'm
this
here with-
laundry would end one time.
Man, you're a single mom. I mean, it's just one of those things. I'm here with.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up to Miss K.
What's up, Miss K?
Not much. Living the dream.
You see what I'm talking about? You see how she's straightforward, hit you with the answer. Didn't do the hoopla that my sister does, Koi.
Uh-huh.
See what I'm saying?
I see it.
That's you know, everybody's on the same page, Koi. That's all I'm trying
Same
to do.
page, same book, same chapter.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So my question is to you, and I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, like I said, my favorite part about us, Miss K, is we've never met. We basically talk every day.
Yeah.
We've never met. We talk every day. And you were in the dating pool. I see you out of the dating pool and getting engaged by the end of the year. And
Oh,
so
my goodness.
I'm gonna put it out there. I don't care. That's me. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting all the
Okay.
well wishes and everything on you. Yeah, that's what I see. I see you out of the dating pool, and I see you engaged by the end of the year.
Okay, good vibes, good vibes.
100%. This guy has good energy. I like him. But prior to him, what did you feel? And the question is of the day: do you think men and women feel the same way about the dating pool as it stands today?
That it's horrible.
I mean, I don't want to say it's horrible, but I want to say,
It's definitely not easy. I feel like dating before, and
Yep.
I go back to the freaking dating apps and
Mhm.
social media
Mhm.
has ruined relationships in general. Not even just like romantic relationships. I feel like platonic relationships also. It has
Yeah.
it's shifted things in a really weird way. Personally, I feel like, and a lot of my friends feel the same way. Like guys, a lot of times feel like women, from what I've heard, are just looking for somebody like financially stable or looking for
Hey.
looking for opportunities
Oof.
instead of like.
I'm sorry. One more time.
No, I just feel like a lot of people with wanting to be like influencers or whatever. I don't know.
Koi said that.
Status quo is more
Yep.
important than meaningful, true connection.
Yeah.
It is.
And I
Yeah.
feel like men these days are seeing how a lot of females can be, this can sound very judgy, but can be shallow and very surface level. And so I think it works both ways. Like women see that from men also who are still chasing like the quote next best thing instead of being committed to like one person.
Yeah.
And females are like, okay, how can I get something out of this man? And so I feel like it's become very transactional with dating and
like that.
not
I
what
like that.
dating really should be.
I like that. I would agree. I think what do they say? Struggle provides the person you need, where money provides the person you want. But in actuality, the person you really wanted was the person you needed all along.
1,000%. And it's so crazy how like men and women both do it. It's like if somebody is not at their height of their life and they are like still struggling to get there, I've seen women be like, nope, he's like, what is he doing with his life? And it's like, if people can't see that people are obviously doing the work, doing the effort, putting their head down, I think that's really lame because it encourages a lot of people not to pursue what they want or be at their highest level.
Mm-hmm.
So I think both ways. I think men and female, from what I've heard, look at it as very transactional now.
Yeah, no, I don't want to say transactional. What I do want to say is I think everybody's jaded, and everybody's looking at. You see, I feel like everybody's saying that quote where you see Jason's statement. Look at damn, what is his name? Fuck, from Goodfellas.
De Niro?
No.
Ray Liotta?
Yeah, Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta and Chris and Jason's statement were in a scene, and he said, "You want to know what's the one thing that everybody talks about? You know, what's one thing that improves everybody's life, but no one talks about it? When they ask, what's in it for me?" And I feel like everybody that's dating right now, they're looking what's in it for them, instead of understanding the person that's in front of them and seeing if, you know what, we are actually a match as we are building together.
And I think that's what people forget is that it takes two to make like a couple.
Yeah.
It doesn't just take one person. Like you both are, like, it's very rare if both people are where they're going to be and where they need to be to enter a relationship.
Facts.
So I feel like people are, they're not looking at it as, okay, a relationship is a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
It takes two people to get us where we need to be, not just I'm showing up. And I think people need to also look at it as more of a team relationship than individuals. I don't know.
Let me ask you this. In your situation and in just you in general, where does your securities fall in line?
As far as what?
Financial security, like safety security.
So
go ahead.
As a single mom, I just never.
Let's go ahead and clap it up for that. We're gonna go clap it up for that. We love the single moms out here.
I don't want to ever rely on a man financially. If
take me to church. Go ahead, take me to church. Go ahead.
And I haven't. I've done it. I've been a single mom for my oldest is about to be 13 next month. I got divorced when he was 2. So I've been doing it literally on my own, financially, emotionally, everything for 10, almost 11 years. And I would never put myself in a position where my kids need to rely on somebody else because that's not their kids.
Nope.
They're not going to, at the end of the day, everybody's worrying about themselves.
As sad as that sounds,
Yeah, so financially, my whole thing is, if they can support themselves, and be good, and if they want to help, I might take their help. It depends where the relationship is at. Never dating would I ever accept somebody's financial help for me or my kids.
Okay. So that's the bottom of the 3 then.
Like if they got their own shit and they can take care of their own bills and they're an adult and responsible, great.
Okay, so now we talk about which goes first, safety, like physical safety, security, or emotional security? Which goes first?
Emotional.
Really? Okay. Why?
And I think that's just because with me, with my past, having been in abusive and not good relationships, emotionally, I need to feel safe with somebody in order for the other things to come, the physical stuff, the everything else. If I don't feel like emotionally safe with you, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna work. I'm always gonna have my wall up.
Got it. I like it. I don't like it. I like it.
And plus, at the end of the day, all we have is our like emotional self, like our physical stuff and all of that goes away. Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
We don't have that, 100%. Then what? At the end of the day, when we're 80, looking at each other, are we gonna have?
100%. I agree with you. All right, Miss K, we're going to let you go. I appreciate you as always. Always a friend, always a fan.
Always. Back at you guys.
All right, take it easy.
All right, thank you.
Have a good night. Bye.
You know who I want to call? I want to call B. See if he'll pick up. Gotta call him because me and him always have these random conversations about this. I don't want to lift up my phone and be rude, but me and him always have these conversations, and we always go back and forth about stuff like this. Mm-hmm. And what better way than just call him? See if he'll pick up.
Yo.
Hey, B, question for you. You busy?
No.
Appreciate it. I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up, B?
What up, B?
What up?
Man, question for you today. I haven't had a guy on in a little bit, and I definitely want to get a guy's point of view on this. Do you feel like the dating pool, the way men and women see the dating pool, is somewhat the same right now? Because you often hear that women say they can't find a good man, and you often hear men say, I can't find, the right girl or the good girl or, Where do you see that?
I think the dating pool has depleted a lot. I think both genders are having a hard time finding good people nowadays. I think a lot has to do, my opinion, I think a lot has to do with the fact that, the younger generation now, they're all about the hookup culture, right?
Yeah, okay, I like that.
So I was also on my way over here, I was driving home and I was listening to a podcast on Modern Wisdom, and there was a guy, he's a date doctor, and he was even talking about how like most of the now generation said everything has depleted immensely. Like the dating pool has dwindled down. How many people are hooking up has dwindled down.
Yeah.
How many people are getting married has dwindled down. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's necessarily like one is having it worse than the other. I think both genders are having it pretty bad right now.
Okay.
I think it's just a culture that we are living in right now. It's just like nobody wants to really get married, because a lot also has to, what I see is men are realizing when it comes to wanting to get married anymore, because they're taking a loss more than they're taking a win.
Okay. Fair enough.
They see a lot of
put that prenup up
happening, or yeah, exactly. And a lot of women, they want the marriage, but then they settle out after, right?
Yeah.
You see a lot of stories where, they get married and they put in the years that they need to get put in, and then to get the, alimony or whatever they need to get to, and then that's it.
I mean, as long as you got that prenuptial agreement signed.
Right. But that's the thing, so like, I think it's a lot to do with like how independent most women and men are these days.
Okay.
And the men are realizing that they don't, trying to date women and trying to court them, and that whole process is a loss for them in the long run, because marriage doesn't end up having to be the way marriage is supposed to be anymore. Right. So I think there's so much temptations out there. Social media has just completely fucked everything up, right?
Yep.
Because men don't even go out anymore. Like the nightclubs aren't even happening anymore, because back in the day, we, in order to go talk to a girl, we actually have to go out. We have to have game to talk to women, right? But now it's just game, right? But now it's just easy. Just slide into a DM, boom. Yep. Oh, if I don't get that, boom, slide into another DM.
Numbers
just game. Keep it a numbers game, right? Just keep playing it. But you can't do that when you're in live. Like when you had the club.
Absolutely not.
You can't. You're gonna find like 2 or 3 girls max that you see at the club that you won't even go approach, and and if you miss out on them, that's the end of the night for you. But you sitting at home, you can be scrolling through your app all fucking day.
It's easy.
And just go through each single one, even, dating apps or Instagram or whatever, and then just slide into it. So I think there's a lot of factors that bind into why the dating pool is weak for both sides, both genders. I don't think it's just necessarily for one or the other. I think it's both are struggling just as much as the other. I think men, considering that alone, I think men are struggling a lot more than women, if I had to choose.
Yeah.
Because it's easy for women to,
100%.
if they want to get a guy.
Women choose who they date and who they have sex with. Men choose who they marry.
So, all they have to do is open their legs. Boom, anybody's going to fucking come in there. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for man, it's 100 times harder, I feel. It's just like, first, not to mention they have to find a girl that's fucking worth going on a date with. And then you got to find out that, make sure she's not as crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to go through the whole process. And most of them kind of are. they're delusional, and
Neither here nor
women
there.
nowadays. I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't want to like get any backlash, but most women are delusional out there right now. You know what I mean? Like, but I think it's just a lot that has to do with social media. A lot has to do with OnlyFans. I think it's a lot of factors that.
I don't want to say they're delusional. I'm just saying there's a lot of guys pretending too. So you can't say they're delusional when you got guys out there.
No,
like we said, there's guys out there that are Airbnb in the mansion, the Turo, the Lambo to take them
Right,
out
we
to
get that.
accommodate women on a standard they cannot keep on performing on a nightly basis.
Right, I understand that. However, I don't think women give enough chances to most men either. Women are targeting men they're not even in their level, because I just don't know why. But they're by doing that they're letting go of a lot of the men that are actually in front of you, that are probably your standard. That's probably perfect for you.
Yeah, okay.
But I think women are tending to look higher value because they're competing with one another. So they think that they can get this guy and this guy and this guy, but you're not.
I mean, there's
there.
not a woman out there in the world I don't think I can get either. And I feel like that's how all men should be looking at every situation.
No leagues.
Well,
No leagues. Dog. It just got to be your night. That's it. It just
No,
has to
yeah,
be
I
your
mean,
night.
Robert
You know what I'm
Ory.
saying? 100%. Robert Ory.
but that's
Had
the
no
thing.
business.
So like,
Derek Fisher.
that's the thing. And then it comes to like,
Ray Allen.
from my perspective now, like as far as dating wise,
Mhm.
like I don't even want to try anymore. It's just like my piece is way more cleaner than having to deal with it.
100%. But I don't want to say you don't want to try anymore. I want to say if you're out and you bump into someone and you catch a good vibe, you're down to see where it goes.
Right, that's
That's a
okay.
chance.
Okay,
But
okay,
it's
okay.
just like,
Okay.
but most men now, but I think what I realize is
Yeah.
most men are tired of the chase, because the chase is the squeeze is not worth the juice. That's the thing,
Ooh.
right?
I mean, but you shouldn't be out there chasing. You should be out there just letting the
that's
energy and putting out the vibes.
Right, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, it gets to a point where like not all men are doing that, right? Most men are.
Oh,
just,
so it's much easier for us then.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, if most men aren't doing that, if we outside, it's much easier. You put out
If
the
you
vibe.
go-
Yeah, buddy. You put out the vibe.
You mean you're talking about like if you're going out and about and if you run into a girl, you think that you have a better chance now and than it was before? Is that what you're asking?
I think so. Yeah.
I think in live formats.
I think live format,
If
100%.
you get a chance to actually
I
display
feel-
your
dog.
talent.
Yeah, dog. Hey, I'll tell you this. Like I feel like the three man combo with us. I feel like we undefeated. If we walk up to a group of three girls and we're all attracted to one of them, I think we 3 for 3.
We're experienced.
But
too.
that's what I'm saying. Because of the fact that we have the communication level and have the wittiness, the charm, the personality,
Right.
the
I mean, we have the
energy.
charisma to get all that.
Okay, 100%. That's what
Right,
I'm
but-
saying. I feel like it's easier for you per se.
Right. You know why it is easier?
Go ahead.
Because women nowadays are tired of the DMs coming in. Women are tired of all the BS online, right?
Okay.
So absolutely. So if you have game,
Yeah.
naturally you're gonna definitely stand out in
That's it.
in the live
That's it.
world, right?
That's it.
So if you're
That's it.
going out to a bar and you see a bunch of girls, you go approach them. The thing is that men don't know is that women like to be fucking approached.
Absolutely.
Most men
Talk
don't
that
understand
game, boy.
Right?
Go ahead.
Women love that shit.
Hell
Women
yeah.
eat that shit up.
It's attention.
Okay.
That's
Hell yeah.
free attention.
Because
Yeah.
they rather get that than some guy fucking messaging them on Instagram
Right.
or whatever app they're on,
Hell
try
yeah.
to get them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Women like a man that's not. It's not about so much about the confidence or anything. It's just it's the effort that they care about.
Boom.
So you out there, you actually even trying.
Boom.
That's more value to the woman as opposed to a guy that's hitting them out the DMs.
100%. I agree with you. No question. No more needed. No more or less. Yeah, 100%. No, it's great. No, you're right, Doug. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
man,
think I was talking to my homegirl. I was like, Dog, I'll tell you later. We'll talk later. I'm not trying to
Off-air
do it on it. Yeah,
combos.
off-air combos. Definitely off-air combos. Maybe I need to start a side episode for off-air combos. But I'll highlight you in a little bit.
All right.
Later, bro.
All right, later.
Later.
Yeah. Gotta have an off-air combo with that. Yeah, that almost started spilling the Earl Grey. Man. Yeah, no. Can't do that. Can't.
Hey.
Hey, what up? Sorry, my bad. We just got off the phone with B. We were talking. I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up, Nina.
Nita, what's going on?
Hey, Koi.
Hey, Koi.
I had a little extra oomph in it.
Yeah, you heard that? You heard it in the back, right? Like at the end of the Koi. Like we can't be doing that. We got to get better. We got to get better. Hey, Nina, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good, Koi. How are you doing? Like that's what I need.
Take her as is. You don't have to call her. She doesn't. I'll tell her not to pick up the phone next time.
Damn, Koi. Ruthless.
Exactly.
All right, let me ask you this. You have quite a bit of single friends, and you were recently single until you got taken off the market, swooped up gracefully off your feet. I actually like the guy too, so it does help. But my question to you is: do you think men and women both feel the same way about the dating pool and how it's tainted and how it's just like it's not what it used to be anymore?
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Right, 3 for 3. Why? Okay, why is that?
I think because I've heard it from definitely both sides and myself. But I think the difference for me was that at a certain point, I like decided to, well, my friend brought it to my attention. She wanted to manage my dating apps. And then, there goes our story.
Boom.
But it really is. Both men and women right now, it's not easy. It really, and I hear about it all the time, even at work. Yeah. So
I can imagine. What would you say? I guess my question to you is like, what would you say? What would you do? Or what would be your I guess my idea is, would you rather meet do you think people would rather meet in person than on a dating app or sliding through the DMs?
Yeah, and I mean, I just heard that not just sliding through the DMs, that's kind of how people are really meeting people is through sliding through the DMs, but also in person, and you really have to be willing to put yourself out there and with both parties. Like
100%.
Women, it is okay to be like hi to guys because due to all the movements that's been out there,
100%.
It really has men not approaching because they don't want to overstep a boundary in which they can't see. So, and even for men, which I do understand it is a bit harder for men because you don't want to cross those boundaries, and those boundaries come with a hard consequence if crossed, even though you're not trying to. So, it's hard. Yeah.
I don't think though. Wouldn't think about that.
But don't give up.
I mean, I guess my next question is, do you think women, and I don't want to say, I've noticed, what I will say, and I want to kind of preface this, I've noticed a lot of hot girls be single right now. Like I'm not saying it's a trend or what's going on, and I don't know if it's the independence and everybody's getting a bag and yada yada yada, but I noticed there are a lot of like 9s and 10s that are still looking for Mr. Right or their Prince Charming. I noticed there, and once again, I've noticed a lot of guys that are GQ, like they top 10, and like, how are you single? And like, why do you think that is?
Because they have unrealistic expectations.
Okay. Glad I didn't have to say it, Koi.
What if they're just, okay, we talk about social media being a big thing. What if social media for hot chicks is overpowering for them? So in their DM, maybe they don't want to be tied down because they can get anything. They can pick any spot they want. There might be a guy from 3 months ago that sent a message say, "Hey, meet me out in Turks and I'll fly you out." Oh, you know what? I feel like doing that right now. I can do that. You can't do that when you're tied down.
Nope.
You know, maybe like you say, hot chicks.
Yep.
Hot chicks have a certain amount of time where they want to get all that out of the way. And now's the best time to do it with social media. You can't tell me their DMs are not flooded with all kinds of ridiculous offers.
100%.
And they're going to take advantage of it.
Yep.
At the end of the day, okay, after they'll find somebody.
Yep.
But in the meanwhile,
They hope.
yeah, in the meanwhile, take all the comps they can get.
100%.
They need to post pictures on Instagram.
Hi, Nina.
But I don't really think
go
that's real.
No?
I don't really think all of that is real. No.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that what happens is that people are just, like they said, no one's going to post when they're really sad.
Yep.
And they have to keep up a persona.
Yep.
And a lot of people definitely want to be with or find their person.
Yep.
And so sometimes the unrealistic expectations or you thinking that they have to have you found somebody that has the 80 but you end up being with the person that has the 20.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. It's the problem.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to let you go. I appreciate you doing it back.
Alrighty.
All right. Take it easy.
Same. Okay. Bye.
Damn. 3 different answers, all 3 good ones. I like it. Let's get out of here. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, you downloaded the Men Don't Know podcast app, or you streamed it on YouTube, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Go on, my guy. We are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp?